Have you ever just stared at your property tax bill and thought, how on earth am I going to get this paid securely and on time without totally wrecking my afternoon? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today we're going to completely demystify exactly how to manage and pay your Onslow County property taxes online. We are taking a process that can honestly feel overly bureaucratic and turning it into something entirely manageable, right from the absolute comfort of your own couch.
So let's kick things off with a pretty high-stakes question. Do you want to avoid severe penalties like that brutal 2% first-month interest hit or even a statutory lien in foreclosure? When that January 6th delinquency date rolls around, the consequences are immediate. The county starts applying that 2% interest for the first month, followed by a 0.75% charge every single month after that. Plus, unpaid real property bills are legally required to be advertised in the local newspaper. So, getting a handle on this process isn't just about convenience. It is absolutely crucial for protecting your financial peace of mind.
Here is our roadmap for today. We're looking at 1. Onslow Property Tax Basics. 2. Getting ready to pay. 3. The online payment process. 4. Troubleshooting and fees. And finally, 5. Final tips and disclaimer.
Section 1. Onslow Property Tax Basics. Right off the bat, there's a totally critical difference we need to clear up between market value and assessed value. Market value is basically what your house might sell for on the open market today. But the assessed value, that's the actual number multiplied by the local tax rate to figure out your bill. The assessed value is simply the market value minus any applicable exemptions you might qualify for, like a senior citizen, veteran, or disability exemption. Assessment notices usually arrive in the mail around mid-April, and understanding this distinction is the very first step to truly grasping what you owe.
Just to put things into perspective, the median annual property tax bill in Onslow County sits right at $1,395. And hey, compared to the national median of about $2,400, that's actually significantly lower. But this $1,395 is incredibly important because it goes directly toward funding essential public services, municipal infrastructure, and countywide education. It's really the fiscal engine of the whole community.
Section 2. Getting ready to pay.
All right, before you even try to access the digital ledger, you've got to gather at least one of 4 key pieces of identifying info so the database can actually find your account. You can use the owner's last and first name, the parcel identification number, which is often referred to as the PIN, your specific account number, or the physical property address. Having this ready ensures you aren't scrambling around for paperwork once your session begins.
Once you've got that info handy, you'll navigate straight to the county's official tax portal at www.onslowcountync.gov/taxpayments. Now, a quick safety tip here. Since we're dealing with financial transactions, always make sure your connection is secure. Double-check that the web address begins with HTTPS, and definitely avoid using public Wi-Fi when you're punching in your personal data. This portal acts as the authoritative digital public ledger, and it's compiled directly from recorded deeds and certified public records. Section 3. The online payment process. Okay, knowing exactly how to navigate this system once you're in the portal is absolutely crucial. We've chunked this workflow down to make it super easy. First, you access the portal. Second, you query the database using that search criteria we just talked about. Third, and please don't skip this, you carefully verify the record details. Make sure the owner name, the parcel location, the tax year, and the outstanding balance exactly match your own records. Finally, step 4, you just select your unpaid bills and click Add to Cart to compile your liabilities into your virtual shopping cart.
Moving on to checkout, step 5 seamlessly redirects you to the secure Tyler Payments Gateway. This is just a specialized third-party system Onslow County uses to handle the actual money transfer safely. For step 6, you input your credentials. That can be your credit or debit card details or your bank routing and account numbers if you're doing an electronic check. Step 7, review any added convenience fees, authorize the transaction, and for sure, save your digital receipt. Finally, step 8, wait up to 2 business days for the public-facing ledger to update and actually show your bill as paid.
Section 4. Troubleshooting and fees.
I really want you to keep this number in mind, 2. Like I just mentioned, it takes up to 2 full business days for the processing lag to catch up. Seriously, so many people panic when they pay online, check the site 10 minutes later and see they still have a balance. Don't worry, this is a totally normal processing lag for electronic funds transfers. Just give it 2 business days to reflect on the public ledger.
Now let's talk about the nightmare of bounced checks. If you try paying via e-check or a physical check, and it bounces due to insufficient funds or closed account, your tax debt obviously remains outstanding, but it gets worse. You will be hit with a returned check penalty of 10% of the bill. That carries a strict minimum fee of $25 and a maximum of $1,000, plus any applicable interest. And if that happens, Onslow County will no longer accept a personal check from you. You'll have to pay with cash or certified funds from then on.
You should also know that Tyler Payments is going to levy a convenience fee at checkout for all credit card, debit card, and e-check transactions. Now, you might be thinking, why doesn't the county just eat this cost like a normal retail store does? Well, it's literally out of their hands. North Carolina statutes strictly prohibit local governments from absorbing credit card or e-check processing costs. So by law, those fees have to be passed on to the user.
Timing is absolutely everything with property taxes. The bills are dispatched in July, which, by the way, is exactly when you can start making optional prepayments. But if you wait until the end of the year and choose to mail your payment, you better ensure that envelope has a U.S. Postal Service postmark of January 5th or earlier. Why? Because January 6th is the delinquency date. On January 6th, unpaid bills start racking up that 2% interest, and the county automatically slaps a statutory lien against your property.
Section 5. Final tips and disclaimer.
Look, if you prefer offline methods, or maybe you just really want to avoid those online convenience fees, you've totally got options. You can pay in person at the Onslow County Government Center up on the second floor at 234 NW Corridor Boulevard in Jacksonville. You can use their secure drop box outside the building. Just remember to include your payment coupon and literally never put cash in there. You can mail a check, or, and this is brilliant, you can utilize their optional prepayment plan for real property. This lets you break down your annual bill incrementally starting in July, so it's fully paid before the January 6th deadline, all without needing any formal administrative approval.
Just as a final disclaimer here, while this explainer gives you a highly detailed roadmap based on the county's documented procedures, you always need to verify your specific tax details directly on the official Onslow County website or consult a financial or tax expert for personalized advice. Tax laws and portal interfaces can and do change, so going straight to the source is always your safest bet. So, with all these tools and insights literally at your fingertips, what steps are you going to take today to secure your property and dodge those pesky delinquency fees? Whether it's logging onto the portal right now, setting up a prepayment plan, or just finally tracking down your assessed value, the power to manage your property taxes efficiently is all yours. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer today.